Welcome back to the channel guys, and today we'll be continuing our journey in reviewing and rating every single MCU movie there. Today we are going to finally be starting the journey with the Thor movies, starting off firstly with of course the very first Thor movie, which I have seen, but it has been many since I last watched it, and re-watching now was definitely something I enjoyed and needed. So of course if you're a fan of the Marvel movies and also love the Thor movies, feel free to subscribe, leave a like and turn on that bell icon to stay updated on new MCU videos uploaded to the channel. If you're new to the channel, feel free to leave a quick comment on the feedback on the channel or what movie, series or anime you would like to see next. Let's get straight into the video. The movie begins with the story of Odin, the king of Asgard, who is in the process of telling his two sons, Thor, about the history of their people. We learn that the Asgardians are powerful, godlike beings who are responsible for maintaining peace throughout the universe. Meanwhile, on Earth, astrophysicist Jane Foster, her assistant Darcy Lewis, and mentor Eric Selvig investigate a strange atmospheric phenomenon in the New Mexico desert. Suddenly, they hit a man in a car, who turns out to be Thor, the Norse god of thunder, banished from Asgard by his father Odin for his reckless behavior. Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can only be wielded by the worthy, lands on Earth with him but is stuck in a crater, and Thor is unable to lift it. Stripped of his powers and his hammer, Mjolnir, Thor must learn humility and prove himself worth power before he can return to Asgard. As he struggles to adapt to life on Earth and regain his abilities, he also becomes involved in a conflict between S.H.I.E.L.D. Meanwhile, back in Asgard, Thor's mischievous brother Loki discovers he is adopted and that his true father is a frost giant, not Odin. He then manipulates events to make himself the new ruler of Asgard, sending the destroyer to Earth to kill Thor. On Earth, Thor learns humility and begins to grow as a person while he tries to retrieve Mjolnir. He also develops a romantic relationship with Jane Foster. Thor then confronts the destroyer, sacrificing himself to save his friends. However, he is resurrected by Odin, who has seen the error of his ways and restores his powers. With the help of Jane and her team, as well as his loyal friends from Asgard, Thor fights to defeat his enemies and prove himself worthy of his power once again. In the end, he is able to retrieve his hammer and returns to Asgard to face his brother Loki, who has taken the throne in Odin's absence. Thor confronts Loki, who has unleashed the power force known as the Bifrost, threatening to destroy the universe. In a fierce battle, Thor defeats Loki and destroys the Bifrost, which separates the brothers and prevents Loki from ruling Asgard. In a final battle, Thor and his allies are able to defeat Loki and his allies, and Thor is once again recognized as a hero and worthy heir to the throne of Asgard. Thor deals with his father, Odin. He also makes plans to see Jane again in the future. At the end, a mysterious figure, revealed to be Loki, who has somehow survived and is plotting revenge. The movie ends with a cliffhanger, setting up the events of future movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thor, the first installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Asgardian saga, is a highly enjoyable film that successfully blends action, humor, and heart to create a memorable experience. Directed by Kenneth Branagh, the film introduces us to Thor, Chris Hemsworth, the arrogant and impulsive Prince of Asgard, who is banished to Earth by his father Odin, Anthony Hopkins, after recklessly starting a war with the frost giants of Jotunheim. Stripped of his godly powers, learn humility and compassion as he navigates the unfamiliar and mundane world of humans, with the help of astrophysicist Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, her assistant Darcy Kat Dent, and her mentor Dr. Eric Selvig. Stellan Skarsgård. One of the film's strengths is its casting. Hemsworth is perfect as the titular hero, exuding both physicality and charisma as he effortlessly switches between Thor's bravado and vulnerability. Hopkins brings gravitas to Odin, infusing the character with wisdom, regret, and paternal love. Portman is as Jane, a plucky and curious scientist who is fascinated by the god of thunder, and her chemistry with Hemsworth is palpable. Dennings and Skarsgård provide comic relief and exposition, respectively, but also have moments of depth and significance. The visual effects and production design are also impressive, especially in the depiction of Asgard, a mythical realm both grandiose and elegant. The costumes, weapons, and architecture of the Asgardians are intricate and ornate, and the rainbow bridge that connects Asgard to the other realms is a stunning CGI. The action sequences, which involve a mix of hand-to-hand combat, swordplay, and magic, are choreographed, although some may find them a bit cartoonish. However, sets Thor apart from other superhero films is its thematic exploration of redemption, family, and identity. Thor's journey from a selfish and entitled prince to a noble and selfless is poignant and relatable, as it reflects the human struggle to grow and change. Odin's decision to cast out his son, and later his sacrifice to save him, underscores the complex father-son relationship and the importance of forgiveness and compassion. Thor's conflict with his mischievous and envious brother Loki, Tom Hiddleston, adds a layer of Shakespearean drama story as it delves into the nature of jealousy, betrayal, and sibling rivalry. Overall, Thor is a delightful and thoughtful film that introduces us to one of the MCU's most beloved characters and sets the stage for his further adventures in the universe. It may not be as groundbreaking or innovative as some of the later MCU entries, but it is a solid and enjoyable origin that deserves to be revisited from time to time. With all that being said, I thoroughly enjoyed the first Thor movie, and it felt like a great introduction movie to such a legendary character. Thor started off with basically the basics and just introduced us to Thor and where he came from and who is associated with his character. To me, the movie was enjoyable, although not crazy moments like the future movies. There is no doubt that this movie succeeded the way it was meant to. It is also one of my favorite MCU movies that introduced us to a character, and that's a lot. So without a doubt my rating for this movie is going to be well received, and that is why I love to give it a solid rating of 7.6. I do believe that has received good feedback from other critics, even with me going a little further with my rating, but I believe this is roughly where this movie deserved to be. With having the following Thor movies going of the charts, I can't wait to rate them as well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a comment for any series you all think I should watch and make a video on. Appreciate everyone, stay safe and continue going for your dreams and goals. Till next time, stay chillin'.